Today, we are diving into some fresh insanity out of the New Jersey Assembly, where on March 25th of this year, the State Assembly rammed through a stack of anti-gun bills designed to shred your constitutional freedoms. Buckle up, because this one is going to make your blood boil. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you did not already know, my name is Jay Casa, and I am just a red-blooded American patriot like many of you, living behind enemy lines here in the great state of New Jersey. And if you get value after watching this video, please hit that like button down below and also consider subscribing, because we are building a community here of like-minded individuals looking to fight for, protect, and defend our Second Amendment rights here in the great state of New Jersey, as well as other blue states like it. So if that interests you and intrigued you, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you could stay up to date on my weekly videos. And in this video, I wanted to share with you the most recent updates on the anti-Second Amendment legislation that unfortunately just passed our state assembly. I'm gonna go over what's in this legislation, why it's wrong and goes against our Second Amendment rights, share with you the voting results, because a little bit of it is pretty surprising, and lastly, go over what we can do to stop this before it becomes law. So here's the deal. Instead of cracking down on criminals, New Jersey Democrats, who've been caught with their hands in the cookie jar of government waste and fraud recently, decided to fast-track a bunch of laws targeting law-abiding gun owners, like you and me. Why? Well, probably to distract you from their failures during an election year, when people are fed up in this state. And the assembly vote, well, it's mostly party line, but with a couple of surprises that we're going to get to later. So first, let's go over the actual bills that are in this legislation. First is A4975. This makes it a crime to even possess digital instructions for making firearms or components of firearms. You don't even have to build anything. If you have a file for a 3D printed magazine or a trigger on your laptop, bam, you're a criminal, you're a felon. They're assuming you're guilty just for having it. This is straight up thought police territory, guys. Next, you have A4974. This bill makes it a penalty to have a sale or possession of, quote, machine gun conversion devices. These devices are already banned at both the federal and the state level. So why this bill is even necessary, I'm not sure. And given that New Jersey's definition would differ from the federal definition, that only makes the water more murky and gives them more leeway to put you and I behind bars if they so choose. Next, you have A4976. This is for reckless discharge of a firearm, which sounds, I guess, somewhat harmless, but it's a Trojan horse aimed at concealed carry like you and I, and self-defense. If you use your gun to protect your life, now you're the bad guy unless you can prove it was lawful. No exceptions for accidents either. And self-defense is now presumed unlawful unless you can convince them otherwise. This is a prosecutor's wet dream to harass good people and law-abiding citizens that carry a concealed weapon every single day, which we are big proponents of on this channel. Next, you have A1389. This one's wild. This is about expanding confiscation under domestic violence restraining orders. So that's already a thing for guns, okay? So if you have a restraining order in domestic violence and you have guns, they come and take the guns, okay? But now they want to include ammo and firearm components. We're talking everything. We're talking scopes and optics and holsters, a sling, even cleaning kits. And here's the kicker. It applies to accusations, not just convictions. So someone mad at you makes a false claim, well, say goodbye to your sling and your cleaning kit, no proof needed. Next, you have A5345. This forces what's called merchant category codes on gun purchases. The translation, well, the government is watching every swipe you make at the gun store with your credit card. This is a backdoor registry waiting to happen, or a way for banks to start blacklisting gun owners and businesses like you and me. And the crown jewel, in my opinion, is A4981. So this is if you just get accused, not convicted, just accused of a firearms offense, they can lock you up before trial for as long as they want. No presumption of innocence, no due process, just a cage in a prison cell until they figured out if you're guilty. This is tyranny dressed up as public safety, and as NJRPC described it, this is a gun owner gulag on steroids. Now, let's get to the voting results on this bill. The bill passed the state assembly with 50 yes votes, 26 no votes, and 1 who did not vote. Now, the vote wasn't all predictable. 2 Republicans, Michelle Matsakudis and Nancy Munoz of District 21 stabbed us in the back and voted yes. Michelle Matsakudis went to X and posted, right after passing the bill, "Successful day in Trenton for District 21 yesterday. On top of passing legislation to expand healthcare access and improve public safety, I was proud to meet with reps from DMAVA and the care management organizations that help serve LD21 residents, excited to continue this advocacy." Meanwhile, two Democrats, David Bailey and Heather Simmons from District 3, actually stood up for freedom and voted no. Credit where it's due, I guess, but the rest of this is a disgrace. The bill will now be sent to the state Senate to go through the whole committee process and possibly eventually a vote. So here's the bottom line, guys. New Jersey State Assembly is clearly not concerned with public safety. It's about control. They're dodging accountability for their own mess by coming after you and me. The Second Amendment is not a suggestion or a privilege, it's a right. And when they try to chip away at it with this garbage legislation, we've got to fight back harder than ever. So, what can we do? Well, call your state senators, flood their voicemails, flood their emails. I will post a link below to all of the state senators and their contact information for you to do so. And now is as important of a time as ever to join your local 2A groups and support them in any way that you can, preferably being a member and preferably donations, specifically ANJRPC and CNJFO, as well as the New Jersey Firearm Owners Syndicate, who does excellent work. And don't stop talking about this. Make everyone clear of your values and what you stand for and your beliefs and the Second Amendment. They want us quiet and they're not going to get it. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know in the comment section what you think about this legislation. Do you think it's going to pass? What are you going to do? Are you going to talk to your state senator? Are you going to talk to your assemblyman or woman who voted or voted against it? Let me know in that comment section down below. And also, if you like this video, you will love my custom creative firearms related playlist in the description box down below, as well as up in the corner right here. I appreciate your time as always, and I will see you next time.